Shane, thank you so much for joining us here today. First off, can you tell us about the book and what kind of stories people can expect to read?
Yeah, so it's called Never Whistle at Night, a Indigenous dark fiction anthology. People who are turned off by, super bloody horror can find solace because there's only a few stories that really get visceral in here. That's why we chose the moniker dark fiction. But you can find stories about colonization, about um, basically body horror, like psychological horror, anything, you know, terrific. Like it's got a flavor for everyone to enjoy.
Now, Shane, why was it important for you and your team to include Indigenous writers for this book?
So from the get-go, when we were writing the proposal, it was very important that the whole book be Indigenous. From the writers to us editors, and to those narrating the audiobook. So it's produced by Random House Audio, and all 9 narrators are Indigenous and read the stories beautifully. We were really inspired, or maybe angered, I guess, by seeing stats from, I think, 2019 showing that Indigenous peoples make up less than 1% of the entire publishing industry. And that's from publishers all the way down to, writers, editors, etc. And so we were hoping maybe to inspire new writers. We even have a story in the anthology from someone who's never been published before. And it was really just kind of a project to inspire more people to, get into writing genre, because across the board, most books, published are in the literary realm, literary fiction, and there's not a lot of Indigenous writers in the genre, whether it's dark fiction, horror, speculative, etc. There's a lot more now, and some of it might be because of us, but who knows? But it's great to see so many coming out and getting publishing deals, and getting into genre like thrillers, like horror books. Great stuff to see.
And lastly here, Shane, can you explain to our audience why you should never whistle at night?
Yeah, so this belief goes beyond Turtle Island, North America, different nations that believe in never whistling at night. That's why we sort of chose the title, because we've heard it from our grandmothers, our grandfathers, and different nations have different beliefs in what the consequence is, what it will summon. Some believe it draws snakes out. Some believe a spirit will follow you home and enter your home and do, unspeakable things. Who knows? It even goes into Southeast Asia. It goes into Australia. It goes into Europe. Indigenous peoples all over the globe have some sort of belief in, being cautious about whistling at night. And a lot of it in North America can stem from, obviously, fighting settlers and not giving away your position at night. That's kind of the more realistic approach that, of course you don't whistle at night. You're going to give away yourself to a scout or someone out there. But there is a long history of beliefs in different nations of why you should not.
Mm-hmm. Well, Shane, we'll have to leave it there, but certainly look forward to reading this book. Thank you so much for joining us here today.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it so much.